Monique. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Lunar Light Tarot. Today we're going to be finding out how seductive are you and essentially what is your X appeal, okay? So we're going to call it X appeal because we're on YouTube and, I'm trying to get demonetized. So before we get into today's reading, I've got something really special to share with you. It's all about connecting with Mystic Sense, a place where you can discover guidance and insight from professional psychic readers. Picture this, you're having a thoughtful conversation with a skilled psychic reader who actually understands you. Whether you're wondering about love, finances, your career, or even diving into the mysteries of astrology, Mystic Sense is here to support you. They've got readers who can help with all of life's twists and turns. And right now, you can get a 5-minute free reading by using my special link, mysticsense.com/#lunarlight. Mystic Sense is all about genuine insights and heartfelt guidance. Their compassionate readers are here to listen, understand, and shed light on your path, helping you find your way with a little more clarity. So if you're at a crossroads or seeking a little extra wisdom, take this chance to connect with a skilled guide. Your free 5-minute reading awaits. Just check out the link in my description. Thank you, Mystic Sense, for sponsoring today's reading. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's general reading. How seductive are you, and what is your X appeal, okay? So I've already pulled some cards from the Black Queer Tarot to get us started. I'm going to be taking it kind of slow today because I am feeling under the weather, but I wanted to come on here and give like a fun reading, okay? So what I'm already gathering from this set of cards is that you have like a unique attraction, a unique seduction, and you definitely are someone who's seductive. People may even say that you're someone who's like a heartbreaker as well, or maybe you've like broken quite a few hearts in your path, okay? But yeah, let's go ahead and go card by card into this. So the first card that I pulled from you is the Justice card. Okay, what is your X appeal? It's really that you care about other people. People like that a lot. Okay, that's really big when it comes to your appeal and how seductive you are. People find it very seductive that you're not someone who's like blasé about maybe social issues or, wanting to uplift people or wanting to be a part of a cause. It's like you like live your life with a purpose, and you also see the bigger picture of things. That's really where a lot of your X appeal comes from. People just feel like you actually care about the world, and you're someone who is compassionate, okay, with the Justice card here and like all the imagery on the Justice card. So here we have the 10 of Coins, and part of your X appeal and how seductive you are is that you seem very stable, and also that you kind of have main character energy, okay? That's part of your seduction, and I feel like it's not in a way that's like forced. People just kind of can't deny that you have like this sparkle to you. You have this almost like a protagonist-like energy to you. I'm getting this because this one person is like sitting above, not above, but sitting in front of all these other people in the back. And it's kind of making me think about like a TV show cast and how like the main character is usually the one who's biggest on the poster or in the middle or, whatever it is. So yeah, I just feel like you have that main character energy. What's also seductive about you is that you get along with different people. And like you admire different kinds of people. Maybe you're someone who's like really, maybe you have a diverse group of friends, or you just really appreciate, like learning about different cultures, or people see you as somebody who is like wanting to learn more about the world, wanting to learn more about yourself. And also, what makes you seductive is that you're kind of in your own world as well. Like you have sort of this dreamy energy is what I'm getting here. This person's definitely daydreaming. Okay, what's also seductive about you is that you may have quite an interesting past when it comes to dating.
Maybe you have some like wild dating stories. Yeah, maybe you do have some wild dating stories, and that people find that to be like seductive, or people maybe assume that about you, that you've had a lot of different suitors in your past, you've dated a lot in your past, and they feel like you'd be like really interesting to hear about your life, or that people may also feel that you're experienced, okay? You know, in that way. And then also, just like in life and in relationships, you may feel like you're experienced. You come across as like being very put together, I would say, with the 10 of coins. For the most part, I would say like there maybe is some like antics or like hijinks in your life, but you're just like, regular change. But for the most part, the people see you as being very stable, and also as like making some sort of money or like doing well for yourself. Okay, this is coming through as well. People may also feel you have a good family, okay, or like you come from a good family, and like that's part of like that's part of the ex appeal. I don't know. They're like, oh, okay, like this person's like they're stable, this is part of it. All right, and then we have the High Priestess here. It's not totally, but I had to cover a little bit because, YouTube. So with the High Priestess, part of your seduction is that you're someone who's very intuitive, and you come across, again, with this dreamy energy, you come across very deep and kind of mysterious as well. Like people can't exactly figure you out. What's seductive about you is that you're very private, and with the topic being how seductive are you, with the High Priestess, I really just feel like you're someone who draws in a lot of different kinds of people. I'm getting that people who usually wouldn't maybe be attracted to you on paper, or they feel like, oh, this person is not usually my type, like they just seem to gravitate towards you. A lot of different people just gravitate towards you, whether you're their type or not. 555, as I'm saying that actually. You make people change their minds as well. Yeah, there's something about like, I don't know, your ideas, your beliefs. Maybe you influence people like accidentally. Maybe you're an influencer. I don't know. Maybe some of you have a social media presence. All right, since I said that, but that could also be part of your seductive qualities. But I'm also getting that when you have conversations with people, you get them to think differently about topics they felt like they knew everything about, or they felt like, they were learning about, and you help them think differently about things. So people really like that about you. They like your insight, okay? They definitely like your insight with the High Priestess. Whoops. It's a great image. You're just, I gotta be careful with YouTube. Okay. And then 3 of Wands here, the 3 of Sticks. Part of your ex appeal is that you're always like looking forward to the next thing. It seems like you're like always on to the next, or you have a lot of ideas for your future. You have a lot of hope for your future. People like that about you. You're very optimistic, or you come across as optimistic and positive. People feel like you see things that they don't. You see opportunities that they don't. Because usually in the 3 of Wands, you can see the ships coming in. You can see that they're on the horizon. But in this particular card, you actually can't see the boats. I guess it's just like this person has faith. So yeah, part of your ex appeal is that you have a lot of faith in your life. Like it's not blind faith either, because it really comes from this intuition, and it comes from practicality as well. I think it's a mix of intuition and practicality, and that's what makes you, seductive. People like that about you. They feel like you're going places. People feel like you're going places. We're gonna get more into like physical attributes really soon, guys, so just hold on with that. And then the last card we got from the Black Queer Tarot is the 3 of Swords, and this is really where I got the heartbreaker notion from. Yeah, I mean, people feel like you could hurt their feelings, which, I mean, that's sad. But yeah, people feel like you give like this heartbreaker look to you. You also maybe have like a little bit of like a bad boy, bad girl, bad person aesthetic, Oh my gosh. Yeah, like you come across a little bit like you're a baddie. You also, people think that you kind of leave easily, or you have like a strong cutoff game. Because I'm just seeing this person here is like walking away, and it's kind of a creepy image. I'm also getting that, okay, and maybe not a lot of people know this about you, but maybe some of you, like when you're in a relationship is ending or something, or you need to speak your mind on something, you can be really direct, and like your words, what you say, may cut deep. Maybe maybe you're so tactful you don't intend for it to be that way. I mean, it depends on who's watching. But something about like the words you say when you leave a situation like cut really deep. I think that's a side message, okay? It's a side message. But yeah, part of what makes you seductive is that it seems like you break hearts, okay? It seems like you've had some people in your past who, just didn't work out with, and you just came across like not, maybe a little cold in the end of some relationships that you had, and that actually has made you seem more seductive to people, okay? Channeling straight up. Okay, so let's go ahead now and get into some of these white and yellow cards, okay? So yeah, how seductive are you, and what is your ex appeal? Not the sugar daddy card coming to the top of the deck. You could have people who like that, who, want to be around you. I don't know. Maybe there are people who feel like that's the way to get to you. How seductive are you? What is your ex appeal? How seductive are my viewers? And what is their sex appeal? Let's see. You're sexier than you realize. I know that's right, okay? And on the back it says, I like you more than I let on. Please don't leave. So yeah, there's something about like you like being a little bit of a heartbreaker, okay? And it's also that what makes you seductive is I'm getting One Direction. You don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. Let me not do too much. I swear I actually am feeling kind of sick. But as soon as I got on here, I'm like, oh, okay, now everything's great. Actually, it's so fun. Yeah, oh my gosh. So yeah, what makes you so attractive is that you don't even realize how you come across in other people's eyes. I think to an extent how attractive you are, but okay, just like this train behind me. Sorry guys for the train sound. You guys maybe struggle to know the full capacity of how attractive you are, okay? Just like that train is struggling across the tracks, okay? Anyway, so yeah, how seductive are you? Unbreakable, unstoppable, unfuckwittable. Laugh now, cry later. Ooh, wow, that's interesting. People can't break your spirit. And that's what makes you so attractive, actually. I think the people who find you really seductive are those who, they've had time to be seduced. Let me put it that way. Like they've been in your life for some time. They've kind of like seen you around, that kind of thing. Maybe seen you through like a period of time, and they've been able to pick up on things about you. So I would say like those are the people we're kind of tapping into today. Okay. So yeah, that's what these people really like about you, is that you always pick yourself back up after being down, like you're really unbreakable. You're going to keep going. How seductive are you? What's your sex appeal? How seductive are you? What's their sex appeal? This person wants to take things to the next level. Yeah, people like your challenge. You like to challenge yourself. And then you have a lot of big dreams for yourself. Okay, people like that a lot about you. What is your sex appeal? I appreciate everything you do for me. Okay, this is actually really interesting because people like that you're grateful. Okay, that's what makes you seductive as well. It feels like you really enjoy life. You really enjoy life, and you move quickly with life. That's what I feel inclined to say. And that's what makes you seductive. People feel like they would be living in the fast lane if they were to get next to you, something about that. Or like there'd be a lot of change happens in their life, like positive change. All right, impulsive, makes bad decisions, poor money management. Sorry, guys. If that describes you, I don't mean to call you out. Okay, what makes you seductive, though, is that you make fast decisions. Like people, I just feel like not necessarily they make bad decisions. I would say you are quite decisive. I mean, if you made, if you know, like If this applies to you, no, but I would really say that for the most part, I think a lot of you make great decisions, just fine decisions, but it's that you are fast with it, okay? And that's part of it's part of what makes you attractive, I guess. I feel like it's something that, say for example, like you decide to move or something. And when you tell people, they may feel like, oh my God, this is so impulsive. And like, wow, I didn't expect this person to make this decision. But really, you've been thinking about it for a long time, you know? That's what I'm getting here. But that's part of what makes you seductive, is that like you switch things up on people and they don't expect what's going to happen next with you. Muscles, toned, athletic. Some of you guys that may describe you. This could also describe someone who is feeling seduced by you right now, okay? Badass, bad boy, girl, dangerous and hot. What did I say about, being a baddie? I see y'all, okay? I definitely see y'all. Let's go ahead and get some physical attributes now, okay? That makes you seductive. Some physical attributes. What is their ex appeal? Like, what makes them attractive? Actually, not all of them are physical. Some of them are like skills or something. You'll see. You'll see. How seductive are they? What is their sex appeal? Let me just take one of this. Stunning face. Ooh, okay. So you guys are very stunning in the face. Very beautiful face. I'm getting nose specifically. Nose and lips is coming through. Eyes and eyelashes. Oh God, for some of you, eyebrows. Let me saying the whole face, but all right. Attractive physique. Okay, gotcha. Sexy smile. Yeah, definitely with the lips as well. What is their sex appeal? Whoops. Okay. Sexy chest. Okay, so you could have, very attractive chest here. See, sexy legs. Okay, definitely sexy is coming up a lot. So I feel like that's something that people would say to describe you. Okay, if you're not like cute, you come across as sexy. Hot bum. Okay, and on the back it says recent change in appearance. I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take that. Okay, very nice. Let's now look at the tarot of sexual magic. Okay. How seductive are you? How seductive are you? Okay. Okay, here we go. We have the King of Pentacles here. You surprise people with your sexiness, okay? Especially because we have like this guy here. I just feel like she's looking down, but I feel like she's surprised in this photo. Like, oh, I didn't expect to see you in the nude like this. Your sexiness definitely comes across as a surprise. Like at first people feel like they kind of maybe overlook you, or they have you pegged, or they just don't expect it. Okay. I think a lot of it comes from your personality as well, like how seductive you are. But you take people by surprise, and it's like a brick when it hits. So like, oh, okay, wow, I definitely see it now. I'm getting that more people are noticing you than like they did in the past. Say if you met like a crop of people, in like the last 6 months, year, a couple of years, as they've gotten to know you, you become more attractive over time. So that's one thing about you, is like the attraction only increases with you over time. And as people get to see your character. Why is there sex appeal for my YouTube viewers? Hey, thanks so much for being here. If you guys are liking the video, go ahead and give it a like, comment down below. Let me know what resonates. I love to read the comments, love to respond to you guys. Okay. Yeah, people. All right. Then we have Judgment. Camp in reverse. So what makes you attractive also, like part of your, ex appeal, is that you're someone who comes across as very accepting and like non-judgmental. Even when you like maybe give advice, or, you're in a situation where you could be judgmental, you come across like pretty fair and objective. Okay. People like that. Like you don't come across as snobby, and that's what makes you seductive. People also like that you don't really keep a lot of ties to your past. Like maybe a lot of exes, like you don't keep ties to exes. people like that about you. You're not friends with all your exes, that kind of thing. Okay, what makes you seductive is that you don't give in very easily to being seduced. Like, you're not easily impressed. Basically, with the Two of Swords. Even when someone is trying to court you, you're like I feel like you maybe don't even notice sometimes when people are trying to flirt with you, or you just could be unimpressed by, like, you know, the bare minimum. Which, go off. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense to me. People may feel like you're a little cold, and that's part of your seduction and your sex appeal. People feel like they need to work to get your attention, okay? Ace of Wands in reverse. How seductive are you? What's seductive about you is that people don't know what you're like in the bedroom. They can only assume like what you're like in that kind of passionate way. I think that you're the kind of person who may inspire like fantasies as well. Oops, do I need to cover something? Here we go. I think that you're the kind of person who inspires fantasies. And people definitely think about what you're like behind closed doors, because you don't give much up in public. Like, you do not maybe talk about your intimacy, you don't talk about your relationships. People can only assume what you'd be like. And I'm getting with the Devil here in reverse at the bottom of the deck that people assume generously. They assume generously when it comes to what you're like. Okay? They just feel like you have a lot of like natural sex appeal. Okay? So they're just like, this person must be great. Let's just get a couple more right now. The Moon, yeah, you're just very mysterious. Like, people do not really know what you're like in that way. And I'm just getting that you don't give much away, and you don't tell much about your past. You just seem very focused on like moving on to the future and like making things happen for yourself. And that's why you're seductive. People feel like you're a mover, you're a shaker, you know, you're making things happen. You're a go-getter. People like that a lot about you. Or like, that's what makes you so seductive, you know? And when it comes to how seductive you are, again, I just feel like you attract a lot of different people. People are surprised when it comes to, you know, their like, developing feelings for you. And you just catch people off guard. And so I feel like it is very seductive. Yeah, like, you are very seductive. Okay, so I actually wrote up some like channeled messages that we can get with the dice. How are you being viewed? So let's go ahead and get into some of these. I think that'll wrap up today's reading. Thanks for being with me throughout this like shorter reading. Sorry, chat. I was sneezing so much today. I'm actually so happy I did not sneeze during this reading. So yeah, okay. So how seductive are they? How seductive are they? What is their sex appeal from the sheet? For my YouTube viewers. Okay, so we have 9, and then 1 is also 10. So let's see. 1 is, you are quite eye-catching. You stand out from the crowd. Wow. Okay, nice. There is definitely some mixed messages in here, so I like that came out really nice. You come across very intelligent and knowledgeable. Ooh, okay, very nice. And then 10 is, cutoff game so strong. Is it lonely being self-protective? Yes, people may also wonder if you're lonely. They feel like you're very private. You're so private. Let's actually get a few more. All right. How seductive are they? What is their sex appeal? So, I mean, I think part of the sex appeal is that you're like popular loner too. Okay, 3, you have 9 again, which is also 12. 3 says, you're creative and a visionary. I like your genuine energy. That's nice. Okay, again, so in very intelligent and knowledgeable was 9. And then 12 is, I'd be interested in getting closer to you. I have a little crush. Oh my God. That's the only message that talks about having a crush, by the way. So yeah, you're very seductive. Like, you make people want to get closer to you over time. Okay. And I think that people may not always act on this because they're nervous about rejection. Okay. I would actually say that there are quite a few people who may have a crush on you, like maybe at least like maybe 2 to 3. Yeah, like 2 to 3. But these people may not want to come forward because, yeah, they just feel like you're not focused on love, or maybe you're already taken, or, you know, for some other reason, they feel like you're going to reject them, or they don't have enough. They feel like, yeah. All right, that is what I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for being on my channel, watching this video to the very end. If you did like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what resonated with you, and become an OG. Click that subscribe button, and then anyone on my pick a card readings, I always have an extra reading at the end of my pick a card. I know today we didn't do an OG reading, but I figured this was kind of like, you know, the general reading is the OG reading, so y'all already know what it is. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it. I also have a TikTok and I have a website if you would like personal readings, okay? You can book up me over there. Thank you again, Mystic Sense, for sponsoring today's reading. You can get your free 5-minute reading by clicking the link in my description box. Go ahead and check them out. They are definitely worth a click. All right, I hope you have a really awesome one. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light.